Live streaming is on.
Great.
What are you guys doing?
I'm in the focus and topics, the notes.
So we're focusing on the
Sub-trajectory, identity and guiding documents.
okay, but the prime trajectory is the umbrella showcase website launch.
Yeah.
Identity and guiding document. Okay. Income strategy. What does that have to do with the identity and guiding document? Oh, you mean for the business plan?
Yeah, we included as a segment.
Okay.
We included for the moment just these two, right? Organizing, setting up the trajectory, organize the segments. But one of the segments that we already included was the income strategy.
Sure, but it also includes all the identity,
Yeah, no,
everything from
I
purpose,
just
logo, mission.
yeah. I mean logos, everything.
So what should we start with? Just getting organized and setting up?
Yeah, I think setting up and organizing the segments, definitely. I would suggest this as the first
Okay.
as the first topic.
Then do view up.
Yeah, good idea.
All right, well, I'm ready.
Okay, I have no objections on the topics. Any objections?
No objections. No objections.
Okay. So I just want to see if we have some already notes for this. Prime sub trajectories. Yeah, we actually have. I'm gonna copy and paste here what we had. This is what we did as. I mean, this was the sub trajectory. Then we had the segment where we included only income strategy, and then we had details. There's the logo. Mission, purpose, name. The values. Guiding documents, I don't know, maybe the methodology proposal, I don't know.
Methodology.
We have a
So,
subtrajectory that is sponsorship website.
right.
Adding them.
So, I mean, I think the identity is definitely the primary goal. I mean, the primary like step one, right? Starting with like the purpose, name. I guess another way to put it would be like entity options, right? Um, Obviously, all relates to URL. You know, the vision I think is close behind goals, values. I don't think our values are going to be very different, though. You know, I put that as a lower one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I would say as far as so data. I'm gonna create a filter, right? For everyone. So all this other stuff I would put like a 4, you know, that it's basically until we have clarity on our purpose and entity options and name and you know all of our goals and everything, it's hard to really finalize our structure and legal and you know planning
Of course.
what the legal relationships are.
Absolutely. Okay.
So I mean, I think this segment, I mean, I think this sub trajectory is pretty clear.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's particularly complicated or difficult. So I think it's pretty straightforward and clear in terms of what we're doing. You know.
Yeah. You remember we talked about the history, right? Want to include a history or something? Think we do you think it should go here or it's more under the showcase
History
website?
for what?
You remember we said we
What is the
wanted to
history?
include tell a story, not like a story, right? We said we wanna
Oh,
tell a
different than the history.
yeah story.
The story is basically like our presentation, right? Where this is our stories are presenting ourselves, right? We want to
Yeah.
you know explain flow, you know. And an example of that was that you know someone can join as a member and participate, and
Yeah.
then simultaneously can start you know a new cause and sponsorship. You know, get help in the org support program. You know, and you know build a budget, right? And pay us for client services, right? So that's our story. The story like is connecting all the dots and presenting ourselves, you know, for what we are to the public. You know, we can get a you know we could get a little bit into our vision of what we can become and um, how we can evolve with future showcase sites and everything. But I feel like the story we want to tell is the story of connecting all the showcase websites together.
Yeah. So this should go under the actual showcase website sub trajectory.
I mean, it relates to a bunch of different things, right? Of course. I mean, even in the 2-pager, we might talk about a little bit about our past and where we come from,
Mm-hmm.
as well as what we want to do. Our purpose, our mission all relate to how we present ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, our vision is our story. I mean, that's the difference between a history. The history is the past, right? Our
Yeah.
story is the future. The vision makes it exciting. So when we present ourselves and present our story, vision that we are presenting. So I think the vision can definitely be a story. So it relates to a lot of different components in here, but I feel like when you say history, that implies in English, at least, that it's the past. Like, how did we get to where we are? Which is a type of story, but it's not the type of kind of story that I'm talking about selling. I'm talking about selling our story as far as like who we are and what we represent, which is related to our purpose, our vision, our goals, all of it, our mission. So I think it's fine to bring it up here.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I meant the story. I didn't mean the history. Yeah. One second. One second.
Did you have anything you want to add, Joyce?
None, Jane.
None. And what is your main goal in terms of working on the trajectory or the identity in guiding documents?
Hmm, to be able to have a clear image so that we can present it to the public in terms of our like advertisements or banners, or because if we don't have the clear image, then we cannot have a guiding what do you call that, a guide to do with our public outreach also, right?
Perfect. That's really good. So one thing you brought up that we need to add is our slogans, right?
Yeah, slogan.
So slogans is part of our identity. Slogans. I added that in line 20.
Mm-mm.
And that relates to, you're right, it all goes directly into our advertising and our posting and our public relations and interaction. So it's all really,
Yeah,
really good what you're saying. I feel
yeah, it
like
should be
it would be really helpful
uniform.
for you. Yeah. And so part of what we want to be doing here as far as the responsibilities and tasks is basically we want to, compile all the identity information into, a single spreadsheet. And then this will eventually become the two pager, to draft the two pager and get that started. So that's part of what you can help with.
Mm.
Right.
And then once we have that, we can use the two pager for everything you just said, like the advertising, the banners, the slogan, all of that will come right out of the two pager.
Yeah, like so. The goal is what you wrote here before, right? So to have a clear branding and a public image agreed upon to present, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it should be consistent in all our what we were do. We're going to.
Okay, okay. So so for the two pager, we would start.
I'm gonna put the pager as a guiding document.
Yeah, the guiding documents. So start by this was already due. We didn't do it. Creating a spreadsheet that collects all the identity.
I think that would be a separate thing. So it's like identity spreadsheet is gonna be
Hmm.
a separate thing. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, I
And then
think
we
so.
use the identity spreadsheet to create the two pager.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So here we can use the identity spreadsheet.
And I think we also can consider doing a pamphlet.
I don't know,
I feel like the pamphlet is what?
I mean, the pamphlet. I think it's applicable to SVG, but I don't know if we want to create a template for this.
Anyways, it's just an option if we want to. I think it's the only other thing that we did with SED that we don't have on the list. All right. So anything else on the setup in the segment? For me, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, I don't think there's anything particularly.
No, I think we're good. We can decide what we want to start working on.
Yeah. So I think the bottom line is really just, do we want to jump into this in relationship to, our identity and our purpose and entity options now and sort of get kind of like some options that we can present tomorrow at the main session, or do we want to wait and do it all with the main session? Certainly would speed things up having a bunch of options to present as opposed to starting from scratch in the main session. So that could be good. But obviously, we're not going to finalize anything right now.
Yeah, I mean, I would work on start working on the segments, and for each segment, have 2-3 options we want to present if we get there.
All right. Well, let's just go do it. So, I mean, what I would say is that basically we want to start brainstorming and organizing options for identity.
Mm-hmm.
Identity for the name, the entity, purpose, etc., etc. That's what I would put.
Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe, I don't know, 15 to 30 minutes, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. I agree with that.
Okay. Agree. Number 2.
Are you creating the tab, Joyce?
Yes. The topic 2.
Okay. Just say it, please. So that,
Ay.
yeah, just tell us so that we know it.
Yeah, creating the topic 2 tab.
All right.
Okay, it's it.
So identity brainstorm. What we want to start with. I mean, here we have the purpose, name, entity options, URL, and identity spreadsheet. So I would take this 4: purpose, name, entity options, URL for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it all starts with a name, of course.
I don't know. I mean, the name is. You can try it. I would start with the purpose first. Right?
Okay. You have a point.
Let's just write down some of the overall options for what we want to consider. So obviously we have just documenting the purpose. I think we've gone over the purpose multiple times, so that relates to the scope and everything that we worked on before. So this isn't new. And then we have basically existing logos and flags, we could use. We have existing entities and organizations we could use, right? And then we could brainstorm new ones, brainstorm new brands and names. So I think that's pretty much it, right? So shall we review the purpose? And again, this is the purpose of the Umbrella Showcase website launch, right? Basically, why are we launching this Umbrella Showcase website? Correct?
Yeah, exactly.
And also, it's good to note that based on the entities, let's say we chose, whatever, FQN or the Workers Co-op, it's the purpose of the Umbrella Showcase website could be a branch of a broader, bigger entity umbrella, right?
Okay. Mhm.
Depending
Yeah.
on what we want, how we want to do it. So,
Yeah, I mean, let's.
so do you have the scope? Can you base the purpose and scope of the Umbrella Showcase website launch?
Yeah, the criteria, right? What that they worked on.
Yeah, and I think for our purpose and mission and vision, we can go beyond this, right? There's no question that we can go beyond this, but I think it's a good starting point to realize that we're talking about the Umbrella Showcase website launch, right? That's what we're talking about, as opposed to the big picture of everything.
All right, so I'm gonna copy and paste the purpose criteria that we already want to present. All right, here.
Right, cool. So we want the website to be professional. We want to present the work and vision of FQN. So this is a
Yeah.
good thing that where FQN already comes up.
Yeah.
We want to lay out our story of everything that we are currently and actively doing and that we believe is essential for the public to connect together. Some
Mm-hmm.
examples. We want to have our active programs, projects, and websites. If something is active but not primary, it can be linked within one of the existing Showcase websites. Everything that we are actively doing should be linked to a Showcase website or have its own Showcase website. If we
Mm-hmm.
are not actively engaged with something or it is not in the state to present publicly and professionally, then we don't include it.
Mm-hmm.
We want to follow our multimedia platform policies based on not changing our human behavior based on the website or platform, but the other way around. Packaging our work in a publicly presentable way that can make it easier to gain recognition, funding, and that people accept our offer because they believe in what we are sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Empower engagement, getting people to sign up, getting engaged, getting active, becoming a part of us, getting people excited to join, excited to take action. They give us resources if they don't have time to take action themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the primary launch goal is a recruitment goal with follow-up. Follow-up for clients, follow-up for board recruitment, follow-up for worker recruitment. Why did you delete that?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I put it back.
Other room. Should we go ahead and take a 5-minute break here? I want to present the best image and the best insight for our recommendations of the uplifting, bigger picture, showcasing how everything interconnects together. Right. So,
Okay, let's organize
why
this
don't we get
this
back?
information.
Yeah, we can start organizing this, and then we can also add to the bigger picture. But let's go ahead and take a 5-minute break, right?
Yeah, the bottom of the hour. Okay, 5 minute break.